Hey, this is Kyle Corbett and Grant Campbell, and we're doing the 2011 Sports Year in Review. We will cover the Iowa Energy clinched the division, Oregon loses to Auburn in the national championship, Ohio State's Jim Tressel is suspended, Waukee boys go to state, and Iowa beats Purdue.
We'll also cover Jimmer Fredette going for Player of the Year, the Packers beating the Steelers in the Super Bowl, Weedle dropping 29,
Weedle for 3,
East girls winning state, and the Iowa players hospitalized over their training workouts. So let's start with the Iowa Energy in 10, 9,
Of course, we'll lead off with a bang. The Iowa Energy, our beloved NBA D-League team, who is, by the way, good enough to be an NBA team. There's Surge, our mighty mascot. Some bench players getting pumped up as we look at the beautiful city of Des Moines. We head down to Wells Fargo Arena as the Iowa Energy have clinched the NBA D-League title for the first time in 2 seasons. They are led by, of course, ever so famous coach Nick Nurse and point guard Curtis Stinson, and NBA D-League All-Star Courtney Sims and Kyle Weaver, who decided to get good and go pro. I don't know what's up with that, though. The BCS Championship game featured Chip Kelly's Oregon Ducks and Cam Newton's Auburn Tigers. Late game here, Auburn's Wes Bynum hits a field goal with no time remaining to give the Tigers their first national championship in well over 50 years. The Southeastern Conference has won 5 consecutive title games. They win. Auburn wins 22-19.
Ohio State head football coach Jim Tressel suspended 2 games next season for violating NCAA rules. This after he failed to report his knowledge of allegations of improper benefits to Terrell Pryor and 5 other players last April, at least 7 months before the school found out from the U.S. attorney.
I take my responsibility for what we do at Ohio State tremendously seriously.
The Warriors here in the sub-state final looking to take on the Valley Tigers to head all the way out to state tournament for the first time since 2008. The Warriors' first half was highlighted by their magnificent three-point shooting with a three-pointer there from Cole Peterson and a rebound there from Jed Welfringer as he brings the ball up the floor. Three-pointer from Chad Gutschneider's up and good. Late game here, Cole Peterson runs out the clock, gives the Warriors their first sub-state championship since 2008, and they're heading on to state as they've defeated the Valley Tigers, bitter rival, 66-60. They take on Iowa City West in the first round of the state tournament.
Good game in the Big Ten Saturday. Matt Painter, number 6, Purdue at Iowa. First half, Lewis Jackson will miss the jumper. Bryce Cartwright grabs the rebound, going the other way, but Jackson steals it back and gets it to Jawan Johnson for the easy deuce. Purdue led by 5, but the game was tied at 36 at the break. Early second half now. The alley-oop for Melson Basabi, the big jam there, and the Hawkeyes grabbed the lead by 2. Later second half now. Still a 2-point game. Ryan Smith to DJ Bird. Bird is wet from downtown, his only field goal of the game, but that gave Purdue a 1-point lead. Iowa looking to answer right back. Jared Cole gets the turnaround to go. He had 16, 57-56 Hawkeyes. Late second half now. Cartwright to Cole, and Cole buries another one. The Hawkeyes extend the lead to 4, and then under 2 seconds to go, it's Iowa with the ball up by 2. The inbounds to Cartwright, and he runs out the clock. That'll do it. Iowa knocks off Purdue 67-65.
22-7. Under 11 minutes to play here in the first half. Hey, Jimmer, how's that feel?
So, and Ronnie Moss just kind of shrugged after that, because I don't know what you do about that. Because if you go out that far and cover him, he's going to blow right by you with his crossover. You almost have to say, go ahead and shoot that.
In case you missed it before, Jimmer pulls up, stops, pops, 4-3, bottoms. The winners of the first 2 Super Bowls is the winner of the 45th edition of the big game. The Packers beat the Steelers in a thriller 31-25 to win the Super Bowl for the 4th time. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers had 3 touchdown passes in the win and was named game MVP. Pack defense added another score on Nick Collins' return for a touchdown. Green Bay was up 21-10 at half and took a 28-17 lead on a Rodgers TD pass to Greg Jennings early in the 4th quarter. As you can see here, the weave by Weedle. They throw the ball around the wing. Great motion offense by Drake. They swing it around, the great screen from Thompson. The three for Weedle. Bottoms. See, as you see there, Weedle, as we look at it again here, comes around off the screen from the baseline, gets a screen from Templeton and Thompson. The three on the way, and that ended up being the game winner for Drake as they go on to win by a point at Southern Illinois. Because normally they don't get caught up, but you know, sometimes it happens. Of course. We'll give you another replay. Kevin Gartman comes, dribbles off the screen from Zach Scharff, who goes, sets a down screen for Kyle Corbett, who's open for three. Bottoms, the sophomore. Strength, determination, brute force. Those are what you think of when you think of Iowa strength and conditioning. However, a few months ago, 13 football players from the Iowa football program were hospitalized after having a case of rabohadva. They were determined after having a bad squat accident. The East girls finished 26-0 for a perfect season for their first state championship since 1979. The last time they won was in 6-on-6 basketball. The East girls are led by 4 Division I athletes in Marquisha Wright, Charnay Lamar, Sharonda Butts, and Nijay Gaines, who are all attending Notre Dame, Bradley, Missouri State, and UNI, respectively.
2011 Sports Year Review. This is Sports Nation.
Kyle from Milwaukee, Iowa, and this is Sports Nation. This is our. What else is that? This is our 2011 Sports Year. That was our 2011 Sports Year Review. This is Sports Nation. That was going in! 2011 Sports Year Review. This is Sports Nation.
Oh, hey! That was our 2011 Sports Year Review. Now check this out.